Hygiene drive. If y'all have any new or unused hygiene items, go ahead and put them under the hygiene tree in the back, right? Uh, yes, 2 assignments need to be turned in, 12-4 and 12-9. Test is Thursday, review tomorrow. I already said that, but all right. Warm up. There we go. Senior class at High School A and High School B planned separate trips to New York City. The senior class at High School A rented and filled one van and 6 buses with 372 students. Now, do you see how there's 2 items again? Vans and buses. X and Y. Right? So, High School B rented and filled 4 vans and 12 buses with 780 students. X and Y, vans and buses. Now, notice, we're not doing like total items. Like, we're not doing like total vans and buses. It doesn't tell us that. The only totals we get are students, right? Total students, total students. So here's the deal. Each equation is actually like embedded in the sentences, right? And a reminder, when you get to a word problem, you read it, realize it's not that bad, and then try to write an equation. So this is how you're going to do these types of problems. You're going to write an equation. 1 van, 6 buses equals the total students, 372. All right, so let's write that out. 1x and 6y. So 1x is just x plus 6y equals 372. So do you see how it's weird? It's different. It's not like x plus y equals total items. Now it's just like, well, the kids in the vans plus the kids in the buses equals the total kids for that high school. And then the other equation will be similar. You got vans, buses, total students. So 4 vans, so 4x, plus 12 buses, 12y, equals 780 students. Okay, so step 1 is writing your equations. Step 2, we got to solve for y, right? Step 3, graph it in Desmos. Step 4, find the intersection and interpret what does it mean. But let's go ahead and solve these for y. We've been doing this the last couple days, so I'm assuming you kind of get this already. So I'm going to move a little bit faster than before. If I'm solving for y right here, I need to get rid of this x. It's positive, so I'm going to subtract x on both sides. Scratch that out. Remember, mx has to go in front of b. So I bring down 6y equals, the negative x goes first because that's my mx. The 372 goes second because that's my b, plus 372. Okay, remember, opposite x, put it in order. And now, last step, if there's a coefficient, which there is, that's 6, everything gets divided by that. So divide by 6, divide by 6, divide by 6. So now I have y equals, please remember, do y'all know negative x means negative 1x, right? If there's no number, there's a 1. So negative 1 over 6x plus 372 over 6. And then the other one, same idea. To get rid of a positive 4x, minus 4x, minus 4x. Bring this down. This mx goes in front of b. Minus 4x goes in front of 780. Coefficient 12, we must get rid of it by dividing everything by 12. Y equals negative 4 over 12x plus 780 over 12. Okay. Then we need to graph it. So these fractions are not reduced, okay? But you don't have to reduce them to graph them. You're just going to type it in the way you see it. As long as it's y equals, it'll be good. Were you testing? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know you were. Were you testing? Oh, you just got to school. Oh, okay.
But I got the to the back.
Try to go to the front. But once we have y equals, we graph it. Okay. So remember, you don't have to write down the whole word problem. It's fine if you do, but I'm just saying that's a lot of work. But when you graph it, check it out. I typed them in all the way, but I can't see it. If it's y equals, you should be able to see it. You might have to zoom out, right? Those are big numbers, so I'm gonna have to click this minus sign up here, right? Hey, there it is, right? And you can click and drag, right? So here we go. Click right where it intersects, and it should tell you the solution is 18, 59, right? But if you remember, that's not the way I want to answer this question. In fact, on the EOC, the STAR test, it's gonna interpret it. What does it mean? 18 what? 59 what? So what was X, what was Y? X was vans, Y was buses. So what this really means is 18 vans, 59 buses. Bussin'. So they got 59 buses, bussin' kids, 18 vans, vanning. All right, well, anyways. So do you see how this is slightly a little bit different than the ones we did last couple days? But it's the same idea. Set up two equations, solve for y, graph them in Desmos, where do they cross, interpret it. And I know this is a lot of steps, but through practice, you'll be able to do it. I believe in you. Well, I'm going to hand out this next one, but if you just got here, okay, first thing I want you to do is finish yesterday's assignment. Then this one is after that, okay? Test Thursday, here we go.